They are eating that honey up. Like num 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 num. So I've come to the conclusion that I ain't gonna get no more honey out of these bees this year. So what I need to do is get them ready for the winter time. I've got 2 supers on this one that are partially filled. So my plan is, hopefully they've got some of those racks full of honey. My plan is to put the 2 together and have one full super, and then we'll check down in the brood box to see if how they're doing with honey on that one. And then whatever's partly filled or extra we may take or just feed it back to them. So there'll probably be some empties for them to work on for what's left of the fall for them to gather nectar and stuff. So that's what we're going to do. Right there's pretty full. Super there's pretty good. There's probably a little bit more in there than I expected there to be. Yeah, the end racks are both empty on both of them, looks like. But this lower one's got quite a bit of honey in the middle racks. It's not really capped up. Sure is a nice sight to see that honey. So here's what I'm dealing with. These 4 in the middle, pretty near full. And the ones on the outside are maybe half full. And these 2, the 2 missing ones are sitting there and they're dead empty. And this one that I took off is a very similar situation where these 5 in the middle are all full, pretty near full, and then these 2 are maybe half. And those 2 are empty. So what I'm going to do is combine them where they've got basically a full super full of honey, and then I'll set the empty one out here, the halfers out here for them to drink up. Once we get these sorted, I'll take that one off too, and we'll look down in the brood box, see what they've got for honey in there. See, like this one's basically full, but there's some room to put honey in, and it ain't been capped up either. Okay, now what I've got is a super that is basically full all the way across. There's still a little bit of room in there for them to work the rest of the fall flowers, and they need to cap it up, but that should give them the best chance to have plenty of food for the winter time as long as that brood box has got plenty of honey in it too. This has about 3 decent full racks of honey, 1, 2, 3, and then a couple that are half full, and those 4 are empty. So I probably could rob those, but I'll set them out here and feed it to them, and it'll help them. There's not a whole lot in there anyway, so it may be a quart of honey in there. It's not very heavy, but yeah. So now we'll crack open, we'll go downstairs here and see what's going on with them. I'll take this queen excluder off for the year too. they're putting some honey in there still. Yeah, boy, that one's got some weight to it. You can see there's still some brood that's hatching out, but wherever there ain't brood in there, they've got honey. I don't know if you can see that or not, but so there's still a whole lot of bees in here, and that's a good thing. I've got the next one cracked open. You can see the honey shiny down in there, and the brood next to it. And they've got some capped honey right there. That rack's pretty heavy, so I'll call it full. So one other thing I'd like to do while I'm this deep in is replace this bottom board. You can see it's all splitting apart on me here, and I think kind of open to the weather and stuff. I got one here in a little bit better shape. Probably end up having the same problems with it because I made it at the same time. But I'm going to go ahead and switch that out too. I got this half-filled super sitting out here right in front of the hive where they can get to it from underneath and on top. I'll leave that out here till around dark, and then I'll put it up. Put it out for them again tomorrow, a couple days. Probably tomorrow, they'll have it cleaned up. Keep feeding them sugar water. It'd be a pretty good deal for them. So the super feels real heavy now, like it's pretty much full, and the bottom brood box is really full. It's pretty heavy, so feeling really good about that. I need to do one more thing to get them ready for winter, but that's the biggest part right there. That was the hard part, getting them all riled up like that. I'll put them back together and we'll be good for now. Couple weeks, maybe 3 weeks, maybe a month, in about a month, I'll fix them for the winter for good, and I won't open them anymore. So we're almost done for the year with the bees. Like I said, I got one more thing that I need to do with them to get them ready for winter, and I'll give them a little bit more time to work before I do that. So I'm pretty happy with the way they've turned out this year. Could have got more honey out of them, but I got some, and I can't complain about that. On a side note, look at this huge pumpkin I grew. Look at that. That's my hand. How stupid is that? All I did was plant the seeds, and one day I came out here and I was like, holy crap, that is one big pumpkin. So, pretty happy with that. I don't know what I did right, but I think I just got lucky, but it's pretty cool.